Hello, and welcome to the Graduate Show. I'm Jacob Daly. But that's not really the question. What we should be asking is, who the hell do you think you are? It's probably Mark, or Jessica, or whatever your name is, really. Maybe even Ian, although it's probably not. That seems ridiculous. Today, or more technically tomorrow, if tomorrow existed, is the Feast of St. Oswald of Worcester. Now, I understand you're confused. Obviously, tomorrow still exists. It'll be the bit that comes after the bit that we're in now. Not this bit now, which came after the bit that we were in, now making this bit now, but a bit that comes a bit... Look, it's very simple. I mean, obviously tomorrow is still going to be tomorrow, but the Feast of St. Oswald of Worcester is on the 29th of February. In the event of the 29th of February failing to occur, his feast is celebrated on the 28th of this month. Tomorrow is actually St. David's Day. That's actual tomorrow, that is. A special archidnus to any Welshman watching. Both of these feasts mark an end to the cold months. They are represented by the crocus and the daffodil, both flowers of the returning sun, but due to their associations with growing on graves, also flowers that represent the dead, those that did not survive the hard times. Feasts present an opportunity to pray for future bounties, to celebrate surviving the lean times, and to banish bad omens of winter. After a winter of riots and coalition cuts, I'll drink to that. Personally, I have my own method for dispelling bad omens. George Osborne! And now, let's meet the teams. Do we do that here?
If you thought incompetency couldn't sink any lower, you've obviously never been to the job centre. The job centre. It's literally worse than GCSE chemistry.
Hello, and welcome back to round 4. Or is this round 5 now? I forget. Anyway, this week the battle was passed to Libya to have a go at being North Africa's all revolutionary and wanting democracy lot. It's the same old story, practically the same set, the old recognisable props of flaming cars and angry men with catchy slogans, they're all back. It's quite nice in a way, it's comforting like a tradition. If you forget for one moment that all of this is about a mass-murdering maniac with a name that seems more like a Looney Tunes character, Colonel Gaddafi, who looks a bit like he's been badly constructed from paper-mache. He went around killing some people, and we all got very upset when some British citizens couldn't get flown home. But it's okay, because Tony Blair's friends with him. And it's okay if Tony Blair's friends with this homicidal lunatic who killed 17 people this week, pilots, because they refused to blow up their own planes, because Gaddafi's got a lot of money, and Tony sold him lots of bang-bangs. So in light of the fact that seemingly half of the world is overthrowing dictators, David Cameron and team trekked off to sell yet more weapons to the Middle East, leaving Nick Clegg in charge, who apparently forgot. Well, Nick, maybe one of our own fibre-optic guided missiles up the arse, or perhaps exploding a plane over Scotland, maybe that'll remind you. Now, you can accuse me of being a hippie all you want, but I've had an idea. Stop making weapons. I know the idea at first sounds a little bit ludicrous, but stop making weapons, and stop selling weapons. The government claim it's okay to sell arms to politically unstable countries because they do tough background checks to make sure they're not dangerous. They're not buying puppies. I don't care if you're selling them to the old lady down the road who owns a sweet shop. Why are you selling weapons? The argument for trading what they have the nerve to call defence sales is that the industry has 500,000 British jobs. And you wouldn't want 500,000 unemployed people who know how to make massively destructive weapons, would you? Imagine the union marches. And besides, who would supply the police with water cannons and weapons to fire tear gas at protesters? It's better us than the Chinese, eh? Well, I'm unemployed, so maybe I should come round your house and abduct your children. Yeah, I could hold them ransom. It's morally unjustifiable, but it's, at least I've paid the gas bill. It's sad that little Jimmy's been kidnapped, but you've got to admire that young man's entrepreneurial spirit. So yeah, whatever. Here's a protest song, because I'm sure singing about it will make a huge difference. This isn't supposed to be a Bob Dylan parody. I just have a cold. And the company drives its ship into to a wreck, while counting up the silver with a noose around his neck. Hard times, hard times, hard times. The bailiff man is calling for expenses that were paid, while the politician lingers and is publicly ashamed. Hard times, hard times, hard times. The face behind the treasure chest has the future at his feet, but his promises are broken to the people on the street. Hard times, hard times, hard times. When pennies are all squandered on the moneylender's charms, the peasants at the city gates shall heed the call to arms. Hard times, hard times, hard times. So take what you can, though your rent is overdue. 'Cause unless you're rich already, there's no money there for you. Hard times, hard times, hard times. Here's a warning to the government who know no right from wrong. Your power and your influence, they will not last too long. Hard times.